From happy to sad, angry to ecstatic, emotions are what makes a human life unique. But what are emotions? How should we think about them? And how should we seek them out and capture them in our photography? All this and more in this episode of Philosopher, Photographer. As photographers, our goal is not just to capture images, but to use those images to connect with viewers on a deeper emotional level, to stir feelings and resonate with the core of the human experience. But how can we create images imbued with sincere emotions? Turning to the timeless wisdom of philosophy provides guidance and understanding on emotions, their sources, their complexities, and ultimately how to evoke them through our imagery. From the ancient scholars contemplating the nature of pathos and passion, to Enlightenment thinkers studying emotions' roles in moral sentiments, to modern philosophers examining emotions as an embodied conscious experience, this philosophical discourse reveals insights on understanding, relating to, and provoking emotions that photographers can apply toward creating and crafting more emotionally resonant work. Join me on this journey as we weave together profound perspectives from history's greatest minds to enhance our photographic artistry with imagery that ignites authentic feelings and emotional connections. Let's begin with the eternal question. What exactly are emotions? Are they purely physical responses like the ancient Greek philosophers believed? Unthinking passions and pathos emerging from our bodily humors and impulses beyond our rational control? Something to be kept in check, balanced, and suppressed, lest we become slaves to emotions' excesses? Or do emotions originate in the mind, the soul, and spirit like many medieval scholars believed? Romantic philosophers like Hegel saw emotions as spiritual essences arising from our idealistic consciousness, human feelings representing expressions of higher universal truths. Eastern philosophies like Zen Buddhism viewed emotions as entangled within our ego, complicating enlightenment through attachment and suffering, while some modern thinkers argue emotions emerge through physiological processes in the body colored by personal experiences and cultural contexts. No matter the source, most philosophers recognize emotions as profound, visceral experiences that blend the mental and physical, universal and personal. As photographers, capturing slices of humanity, we must appreciate the complexity and depth of human emotionality revealed through fleeting facial expressions, body language, colors, energy, and gestures. By framing scenes and visual metaphors that plumb the breadth of human conditions and essential experiences like joy, sorrow, fear, and anger, our photographs tap into shared fundamental emotions all viewers can feel and connect with on a primal level. While emotion has often denigrated throughout history as a lesser, more primitive drive than cold rationality, many influential moral philosophers have recognized our emotions as indispensable to ethical behavior and decision-making. The Enlightenment philosopher David Hume argued that morality stems not from pure logic, but ultimately from moral sentiments driven by feelings like benevolence, human empathy, and natural human virtues. Even Aristotle believed ethical conduct arises from cultivating willful habits and dispositions, the precursor to emotional intelligence. Expanding on this, existentialist phenomenologists like Sartre and de Beauvoir emphasized how deeply embedded emotions are within our fundamental experiences of freedom, choice, values, and identity. Emotions aren't superfluous whims, but inextricable from our core humanity, ethics, and meaning-making. For photographers chronicling the human condition, these philosophies become a call to craft imagery focused on resonating with universal moral emotions, compassion for suffering, injustice and inequality, or hope, courage and beauty in the face of pain, or pride and empowerment for the marginalized. Use your camera to evoke feelings of righteous indignation against societal failings, but also capture the dignity, strength, love, and depths of emotional resilience in the human spirit. Let your images spark heartfelt connections across barriers through our shared moral, emotional truths. Many philosophers took emotions not just as blind, subjective feelings, but revelations of deep insights and knowledge. Emotions laid bare underlying truths, from the anger telling of injustices needing correction, to visceral disgust pointing to breaches of human dignity, to sublime awe revealing our true insignificance. The Stoic philosophers prized emotions like goodwill and joy as signaling alignment with virtue and living ethos. Forms of grief, outrage, or melancholy were seen as intuitive emotional realizations about the world's flaws that provided ethical callings to create positive change. In Eastern traditions, emotions like desire were seen as binding humans to the material world and ignorant illusions. But other emotions like compassion and empathy were revered as portals for ultimate truths about our profound interconnectedness and shared human conditions. For photographers, this philosophy demands going beyond simply capturing emotional expressions in your images. Instead, by arousing genuine complex emotions in viewers, your photographs can provide powerful, intuitive epiphanies, provoking audiences to authentically feel the moral injustices, social triumphs, failures of imagination, beauties ignored, or fundamental awe of existence. Your images can stir emotions that shake people from complacent ignorance into feeling profound realizations and experience truths more viscerally than any mere facts or figures. Use your artistry not just to document emotion, but to trigger it as a means to awaken people to higher understandings. We have seen some of the most inspiring quotes from philosophers who have explored the role and significance of emotion in their work and thought. We have also explored how to illustrate these ideas in our photos and challenge our perspectives. I hope that this video has inspired you to think more deeply and creatively about photography as alchemy, transforming photos into emotional stories, and how we can use this process to create images that touch the hearts and minds of our viewers. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified of new episodes. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.